Does it need more? I think it looks good. My lovely little tailor shop. I need to like go in here and build like the back counter. Alright. Anyway, I think I named this stream water bending. I think it's time to build this lake. Oop. I think the easy way to do that is to just add a million water sources out here. Whoops. Alright, I feel like I'm doing this very wrong. Well, for one, this looks terrible. There we go. Okay. I fixed that waterfall. Yeah, I was afraid of that. So I can't add water blocks if there's no solid adjacent. So down here, it looks like it's just going to be a mess no matter what I do. Start with a pond only 1 deep, fill it with water, then dig the floor another block down to add water to it. Okay. So I need dirt. I need to also be able to overpower this waterfall. Dirt. That way you can add water to the floor. That makes a lot of sense. For some reason, I thought 14 dirt would do it. Get this hammer out of my hand. Not that. Those financial skills put to practice. Listen, I don't do the math. I do the computer. Computer do the math. That said, I do have a math minor that basically went to waste right out of college. I wanted to go into electrical engineering, but changed my mind halfway through and went into computer science instead. But I took a ton of math-related courses, all the way up to like differential equations. And you know what? I regret most of it. Math is hard. When you get to that level, you kind of realize like, oh, I don't have the talent for this. There's usually somebody in the class who just gets everything. Change from astrophysics to computer science? I think you made the right choice. Yep, timing was great. Now, do you have a nice programming job too? I need a shovel to make my life easier. Nah, you don't work anymore? Oh yeah, you're an old man like me. Except you get to be retired. I'm jealous. Although if I do manage to actually make it as a streamer, I don't think I'll ever retire. Like, I'd just be playing video games anyway. Oh, apparently there's no flint in the world. Can I forge a shovel head, or do I have to put it in the mold? Invested wisely when it was going good? Yeah. I tried. It all went horribly wrong for me. I invested poorly when it was going bad. I don't recommend that strategy. It's not so bad. Like, I never invest anything I can't afford to lose. Like, I'm not a crazy person. I didn't drop everything in into GameStop. I only dropped some of the stuff into GameStop. I'm also very new to investing. And so I did some stuff I apparently wasn't allowed to do. And they locked my investing account, and so I missed it when it went back up. And so, yeah, I lost a lot of money. That and no debt. Yeah. I do have more debt than I'd like. Mostly just because, well, you can't have a house without a mortgage. Somehow that became a thing. Oh, and student loans. No education for anybody in the US. No free education, anyway. My family was poor, so I had to take out lots of loans. And then I discovered, hey, when you make decent money, but you've got tons of loans, it's almost like you were making minimum wage. So I'm still living at basically the same quality I was when I worked in a grocery store. Like, I think I'll get there eventually. I still have no idea how I can afford, like, an education for my kids. Like, what do I tell my kids when they get older? I'd just say, like, nah, college isn't for you. Like, I can't think of any way around it other than sending them to another country. Like, hey, learn your Spanish. You're going to Spain for university. Yeah, I think once my student loans are paid off, then I should theoretically be making money again. Or saving money. The world is a mess at the moment in many aspects. Yep. That's why I try various get-rich eventually schemes. It's usually whenever I get mad at work. For example, I asked them for a raise and they were like, no. And so I'm like, okay, well then I'm going to start streaming. That'll teach you. And I'm going to do really good at it too. And people will hang out with me. And I'll make $5 extra a month. And they'll be threatened by my extra income and be like, okay, you can have your $5 extra a month. But then I'm going to keep streaming because I'm actually having a really great time. Melt more, please. There we go. Yeah, I might actually need a Falx again soon. Always use more axes. But not today, it seems. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. In-game. Then when I wake up, I should have things. I'll have a shiny new shovel to help me in my water bending. I am kind of an optimist. I do think things are going to work out in the end. Just because not working out isn't an option. I don't know how things are going to work out. But I'm a gambler in video games, for sure. Like, I love random chance. But in real life, I'm very careful. Okay, is a shovel, copper shovel. Copper shovel. Stick and head. There you go. Was that so hard? Let's see. Can you drown in this game? Gone a little too far. So with all these waterfalls in here, movement is very difficult. I have very little control. Like, I can't swim up here. Corporations run the world for their shareholders. Well, that changes, the rest of the pop is doomed. Well, there's a certain point in which, you know, the average person can't afford to live. In which case, it ends in revolution. Like, it's been a while since we had a revolution. We're about due. I think that's gonna happen. I probably shouldn't get overly political on stream. But you know, sometimes the rich get eaten. What can you do when you can't afford food? Keep spamming water, sometimes it takes a few fills. Oh, is that what's giving me the difficulty over here? The water pushing me in every direction is really just the water not being full in every direction. Yeah, they form currents from one block to another. Yeah. I'm getting the hang of this. I'll be a waterbender yet. At the very least, it's starting to look good. Or decent. Let me in. Let me out. There we go. Built 3-block deep moat. So it can be done, but it's frustrating. I didn't expect it to be this frustrating. I gotta be honest. It's already looking much better. Yeah. That's the one thing keeping me going. Whoops. You look carefully and see where the bubbles originate, and that's where the problem is. I see. Yeah. It looks like there's gaps all over. Not gonna lie though, I might just keep it like that. Oof. Flint. Like, my original plan was to go up one higher so that it would go over here and match with this. Like, it would be the same level. But Manny Lisper built his house like just one level lower than I was planning on. And I don't want to flood his basement. Well, yeah, I wanted to get to the water wheel, but it seems like Moosh got a little frustrated and, well, not frustrated. He wanted the river already, so he built one. He built his own river. But yeah, I was going to build like a sophisticated river that goes all the way through basically the center of town. But it's starting to feel a little less necessary. It is also about time for me to go. Let's clean up this dirt. Ah, and there's my alarm on cue. So I'm going to clean up this dirt, and we will just come back to it another time. Another time being probably tomorrow. Now, I realize you're in South Africa, so the time I'm playing will be very, very unreasonable for you. It's gonna be my Saturday night party stream. My American audiences really wanted to check out Vintage Story. And so I was like, okay, I'll play it one Saturday night so you can see too. There we go. Now this lake is nothing but pain and suffering for the average person. But I think it looks very nice. Yeah, I think most of the people who watch me on YouTube are Americans. So, yeah. I'll hang out with them a little, I suppose. I mean, if they really wanted to hang out with me, they could wake up at 4 a.m. Just kidding. That sounds terrible. Wait, I can confirm it's terrible. I'm doing it. It's terrible. Who wakes up 4 a.m.? Lupines. The good lupines. Drop off my coal, put the glass back. I've got to drop off this tool. Drop off the tongs, grab a falx, build a sword. We'll take like one final look at the house over here. What side of the USR am I? Not the side at all. I'm in the middle. I used to be from Montana, up north. Basically Canada. Really cold, pine trees, even had moose, grizzly bears. But now I live in the middle, and to me it's basically the swamp. Like there's bugs everywhere, I can't handle the heat. I'm dying inside all the time. Wonderful. That's where I live now. Like I came down here for college and I just kept finding work and my wife. And so this is where I live now. Seven hours behind you? Yeah. That sounds about right. Let's see. And so, yeah, I'll start playing in the middle of the night for you. If you wake up super early on Sunday, you might be able to catch the end of the stream. I tend to go for a long time. Like last time, I streamed for 7 straight hours. And I thought that was a good time. Okay, I gotta get the kids to camp. It's 11:30 there now. Okay, so if it's 6:30 here. Or sorry, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. So add 7. So I will start at 5 a.m. your time, and I will probably go 6 or 7 hours. And so, yeah. That would... Sorry, 5 a.m. Is that what I said? That doesn't sound right. 8 p.m. plus 7. 3 a.m. your time. Yeah. Yep. So if you wake up at normal human hours, you know, like 8 a.m. and on, you might be able to see me. But if you're making the most of your retirement and you sleep as long as you want, you probably won't. I don't know. My old man back can't handle more than 8 hours of sleep. If I sleep too long, it hurts. And that is the saddest thing of old age I can possibly imagine. Anyway, on that super sad note, yeah, next time I think we're going to plant some flowers over here. I think I'm going to leave the river be. And then I think we're just going to make a bunch of, probably make a bunch of clothes, do some gardening. There's so little things we have left to do. Maybe I'll connect these two buildings together. Since my dye shop, or my dye workshop, is right next door. You can have a little secret tunnel. Have a good one, Sugar Man. Till tomorrow. Till tomorrow, Bahamut. I'll still never fully feel comfortable saying that right. Anyway. Yep, if you watched on Twitch, thank you so much. Be sure to follow or check the schedule, see when I'm going to be streaming again. And if you watched on YouTube, thank you. Like and subscribe. Any money I do make will go directly to improving the quality of the stream. I hope you enjoyed the 1080p and the 60 frames a second. It's a D&D dragon, so you should. I thought it was a Final Fantasy dragon, sir. Does Dungeons and Dragons also have Bahamuts? Bahamuts? That's the thing, like, people don't shout that name out in real life. Unless, you know, once you get to, like, the voice acting in Final Fantasy X, they probably started saying it out loud. It's a copy and a bad one at that. Okay. Well, I've got some dragon lore to read up on. So that's it for me today. Good morning, everybody. Good night. Good afternoon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.